Starting off with an organic question in MCQ 33. This is a very important question that requires you to write an equation. So we have methane, which is a member of the alkane with the homologous series formula of CnH2n plus 2, whereby MET represents N is equals to 1, with the molecular formula of CH4. We are going to use 100 cm3 of it. And it's reacting with oxygen gas at the volume of 150 cm3. Now the question here is that are we going to go with a complete combustion or are we going to go with an incomplete combustion? Now the completion status of a combustion is very much dependent on us having excess oxygen. So we'll start off by assuming that this was a complete combustion, so that CO2 and H2O is the only two products that will be formed. And since this was room temperature, H2O should have already condensed to form liquid. So balancing up the equation, we're going to have a 2 in front of H2O, and this requires us to use 2 moles of oxygen. So for 100 cm3 of methane, based on the ratio of 1:2, it means that 200 cm3 of oxygen is required. Now you can see over here that the amount of oxygen that we have of 150 cm3 is much lesser than the 200 cm3 of oxygen that was needed, telling us that oxygen was actually limiting. And if it was limiting, we should not be expecting the products of a complete combustion, but rather it will become the products of an incomplete combustion. So having said that, the products will include carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, as well as carbon, which is seen as soot that contributes to the smokiness of the flame. In addition, methane itself, there will be leftover because it will not be fully combusted. So first up, looking for the answer for the presence of carbon monoxide, we would have eliminated D as well as C because there is no carbon monoxide that's left. And in A and B, it's important to know that water itself should not be found at all because it has already condensed, since I have mentioned that this was cooled down to room temperature. So in A, you see the leftover methane, carbon monoxide from incomplete combustion, as well as carbon dioxide. So A is the correct answer for MCQ 33.